Hello, everyone, and welcome to Scarbrough International. Scarbrough is a supply chain company based in Kansas City, Missouri. Here is a little tour of the office. When you walk in, you are greeted with the front desk and the big doors, and you have to scan your little badge to get in. Once you do that, you're greeted with a little printer station. There's some nice accessories over there, and then once you go through that, you get to all of the desks. All of the workers in the department get their own station, including me, and all of the managers have their own offices at the back. Here's some more offices and desks to the left and the right. These are, I think, the IT department. It's a pretty big department. There's some bathrooms down there. Luckily, I got this footage on a day that most people are in the office, so we get to see some wild folks around. There's a little peek at the cafe, and here's some extra desks if they are needed. And there's me in the reflection. Say hi. Back there is where Jeannie Scarbrough is, who is the co-founder and current CEO of the company. We've got a training room right here. Luckily, I didn't have to go through all of that. And here's the cafe in full. We've already got some people going through there. Over there is Judy. She's the front desk lady, and she's super nice. We've got some booths, some seats. It's got a fridge, microwave, coffee makers, you name it, they've got it. They've even got some TVs in there. We're going to backtrack for a little bit so we can get more of the office. There's another printer station right there. I think there's 3 or 4 throughout the whole building. Down here is the bathrooms that I mentioned earlier. I can't record in there for obvious reasons, but trust me, it's very nice bathrooms. Always smells nice in there somehow. Here's some more desks in the department. Not sure what department this is, but after that we've got another printer station, and we are back at the front. Hope you enjoyed the tour. Scarbrough was founded in 1984 right here in Kansas City. They are a private company that was co-founded and currently owned by Jeannie Scarbrough. Since 1984, they have built new locations, such as their distribution center out in Pleasant Valley, and even offices all the way out in St. Louis and Chicago. Also, as of recently, their main office has moved from their location near the airport to their location in Zona Rosa, where they reside now. For the company structure, Scarbrough is what's known as a people-first organization. For those who don't know, a people-first organization aims to build relationships with their customers so that they feel more comfortable working with us in the future. Scarbrough deals with logistics, warehousing, transportation, customs brokerage, and much more. We primarily use CargoWise, which is a global logistics program that is used to keep track of shipments that go in and out of the United States. It also helps keep track of important documents and information regarding the shipments. Scarbrough is made up of multiple different departments. We have IFF, which stands for Import Freight Forwarding, which handles shipments coming into the U.S. from other countries. We have EFF, which stands for Export Freight Forwarding, which handles shipments going out of the U.S. to other countries. We have CHB, which stands for Customs House Brokerage, which handles all of the broker deals between the buyer and the seller for each of the shipments. We also have IT, which is just our technology department. We have our HR department, which we call People Operations. The department that I work under is the IFF department. Here is the organizational chart for my department of the company. At the top, we have Adam Hill, who is the President and Chief Operating Officer. Below him, we have Amy Rice, who is the Vice President and Managing Director. Below her, we have a bunch of different managers. We have Caleb Hall, who is the U.S. Customs Brokerage Manager. We have Angelica Partizani, who is the Manager of Export Operations. We have Corey Rice, who is the Manager of Import Operations. We have Allison Schroer, who is the Senior Manager of Export Freight Forwarding. We have Justin Smith, who is the Pricing Manager. And off to the right, we have Michelle Roth. She is the Senior Manager of Import Freight Forwarding, and she is my main supervisor. Below her, we have Courtney King, who is the Team Lead of IFF, and she is also my supervisor on days that Michelle is not in the office. Below Courtney is the rest of the IFF team. We have Amanda Beets, Michael Doman, Lisa Garcia, Jinx Hall, Samantha Pendergrass, and Diego Rivera. And then, underneath all of them, would be me as an IFF intern. For Scarborough's personnel policies, retaliation, intimidation, coercion, threats, reprisals, or discrimination is prohibited. Any complaints regarding such is seen as harassment and is a violation of the policy. Additionally, though, any questions, suggestions, and complaints that are not associated with harassment or discrimination are encouraged, and employees are encouraged to speak to their supervisor or to a member of the People Operations Department about the issue. Anything and everything will be taken seriously, and people will receive either good or bad consequences depending on the situation. According to the Scarbrough Employee Handbook, sexual harassment is defined as any unwelcome sexual advances, requests for sexual favors, and other verbal and physical conduct of a sexual nature. These are the main examples, though the list is not limited to just these points. They have a zero-tolerance policy, and violating this policy will result in either getting transferred to a new location or getting fired. This policy refers to the conduct in and outside of the company, meaning that if any employee or supervisor were to commit an act of sexual harassment, whether it was towards another employee or someone outside of the company, they are to still receive punishment. Also, according to the Scarbrough Employee Handbook, full-time employees are granted up to 6 weeks of leave without pay, unless the law in the state requires that they receive more than 6 weeks. Sick leave time is used for medical conditions for you or your immediate family. For purposes of the policy, an immediate family member is a spouse, parent, child, or another family member that lives in the same home as the employee. Any request for extra sick leave time gets submitted to the People Operations Department as soon as possible in advance. If the employee is to provide proof that the sick leave time is absolutely necessary for themselves and therefore cannot work due to it, they are eligible to receive pay for the first 4 weeks of the sick leave time. This can be due to one's own pregnancy, an accident that results in the employee being admitted to the hospital, recovery time from a surgery, or other unfortunate events. Next, I would like to talk about who I am. This is about my purpose, my interests and strengths, and how they blend into each other. My purpose is to hopefully get a high-paying job and enjoy my life. I want to go into the supply chain management business, so I'm looking to meet my purpose at some point in my life. My interests are socializing at school, going to work, and watching movies. I enjoy spending a lot of my time alone, but I also enjoy spending time with others. My strengths are organization, inspecting, and selling and communicating. I keep myself organized and I make sure the work gets done well. My purposes and interests blend together to create my interest in management and the supply chain industry. My interests and strengths blend together to create good communication skills because of socializing with friends at school and at work. My purpose and strengths blend together to gain job promotions and become the rank I want to be in the industry and job field I want to be in. Next, who am I? I am a determined, hard-working individual and I am skilled at what I do. I always go above and beyond the expectations and I work well by myself and with others. I'm here because I want to grow and expand my knowledge in the field of business, as well as meet new people and enjoy new experiences. In the next 2 to 5 years, I hope to have been through MCC, Metropolitan Community College, and UMKC, University of Missouri, Kansas City, and get myself a well-paying job in the field I desire. About the Northland Cap's professional skills, some I were already decent in, and some definitely needed improvement. I was already good in some areas of communication. I was good at making eye contact, speaking properly, and staying focused in the conversation. What I needed to work on boiled down to being nervous in a public speaking/presentation position. Body movement, fidgeting, and speaking too fast were all things I struggled with. Having all of the presentations with the Northland Caps experience made me more confident within myself. Now on to my technical tangibles. Technical tangible skills are skills that are catered to a specific job or task, most likely the job field you want to go into. I am skilled in schedule flexibility, being able to negotiate, and knowing how to get the best out of people. But for doing a lot of data entry at Scarbrough, I still need to improve my technology and automation skills. Thank you for listening. Hello, everybody. I'm here with...
I'm Courtney.
And we'll just do a quick interview real quick. So what is an essential skill that is needed at this internship?
I would say the ability to learn. There's always new things. I would say there's a lot of different things that change with shipments, so just the ability to learn.
Okay. What have you done to master this essential skill?
Always listen to your coworkers. If you have questions, always ask. Never be afraid to ask a question, even if you think it's stupid, just ask it, because the worst that can happen is they can just tell you the answer. Never think you know everything. Always ask questions.
All right. And what advice can you give me to master this essential skill?
I would say just ask the questions if you ever don't understand something, or if you want to learn more about how something works. I learn something new on this job every day, so never feel bad about asking questions.
All right. Thank you very much. This is my desk, and this is where I am every day I'm at my internship. After I boot on my computer, I sift through all of my emails and organize them into different categories in my inbox, such as announcements, shipments, and more. All of the emails I need to work through, I keep in my inbox. There are 3 main types of emails for work that I receive: bookings, ISF bookings, and documents. I use this program called CargoWise to file all of the new bookings I receive that I need to enter. For documents, all I need to do is find an important string of numbers and letters within the document that will allow me to search for an already existing shipment that has those numbers in it. After I find the right shipment, I drag and drop each document that I receive in the email and make sure to label them correctly. That's all I have to do for documents. For bookings, I have a lot more work to do. Because of this, I always get to bookings before I get to documents. Whenever I receive an email with a new booking, I use the documents I'm sent and the information in the email to fill out the shipment. Things like the origin and destination, estimated time of departure and estimated time of arrival, container size and weight, the buyer and seller, and more. After I'm finished filling out everything I need for the booking, I send the shipment code back to whoever sent me the email so they can check it and use it for future use. For ISF bookings, it's very similar to a booking, I just need a few more important details to enter into the shipment. I also sometimes am asked to do a certain step at the end of an ISF booking, but not always. If they ask, I send a special computer-generated document to the customs broker who is doing the deal. They will also look over the shipment to make sure all of the details are present. I also sometimes get air shipments, but those are pretty rare. I don't think I got any when I recorded this video. Air shipments require their own set of information, and they require different codes, different code formats, different origin and destination ports, and no containers. Since you can't put a cargo container on a plane, all of the cargo is listed as it's loose on the plane. Air shipments are also typically much lighter packages than sea shipments due to the dangers of the plane being too heavy. Again, like I said, air shipments are rare, but that makes them more important. I mark them as being high importance, and that's usually how they are sent to me, and they need to be entered by a certain date, same as the ISF bookings. Also, something that wasn't in the video was my routing project. My routing project was short-lived, only lasting a week or 2. Basically, I had a list of shipments to go through, and for each one, I had to fill out a Word document with the required information. Yes, it may seem boring, but I was really intrigued. Even though I've had the project done for a while now, I'm talking about it now because you can expect to do the same work if you were to intern there for Northland Caps. Especially if you're a new employee, you'll have to do all of that and much more. Thank you for watching the time lapse. Thank you all for watching my 15-minute internship video for Scarbrough International. If you are a future CAPS intern, I highly recommend this internship. Everyone is very nice at the internship. The place is super nice, and it's up in Zona Rosa, like I mentioned earlier. So yeah, if you're looking to do business supply chain, check out the internship, and thank you all for watching.